Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Michael Vick, live on VicTube. And so today I am going to make my picks for this week's college football games. But before I get into that, I first want to remind everyone about my live stream. It's going to be tomorrow night at 7. This is going to be a live Q&A with Michael Vick. So so you don't want to miss that. Anyway, and then so let's get into these predictions here. So so start with tonight. We have Tulane at Houston. So Houston makes their debut. So Houston is a 6.5 point favorite, but I'm actually going to take Tulane to win outright. Yeah, because they've played and Houston hasn't. So, and then moving on to Friday night. Yeah, of course we've got Louisville at Georgia Tech, and Louisville is a 5 point favorite. But I'm actually going to take Georgia Tech in an upset. Yeah, no, there's kind of a running joke that home teams are supposed to win on a Friday night, right? When they're an underdog. So so I'm gonna take Georgia Tech in an upset. Right. So anyway, and of course, you remember how last year, of course, when Oregon lost to Arizona State on a Friday night, and then of course we remember back a few years ago when Clemson lost to Syracuse on a Friday night. So stranger things have happened. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Saturday. Yeah, we're going to start with the SEC games, right? So first up, we've got number 4 Florida at number 21 Texas A&M, and Florida is a 6.5 point favorite. So I will take Florida and the 6.5. And then next we have number 17 LSU at Missouri. Now this was originally supposed to be Missouri at LSU, but the game was moved because of that hurricane that's coming through this weekend. So yeah, but it does, doesn't matter where this game's being played. Yeah, this game could be played in the parking lot of a Walmart, and it it wouldn't matter. Yeah, so I will take LSU to win and cover the 13 and a half, and I expect them to win by a lot more than that. And then next we've got South Carolina at Vanderbilt, and South Carolina is a 13 and a half point favorite. So I'm going to take South Carolina and the 13 and a half points. So, and then next we have number 14 Tennessee at number 3 Georgia, and Georgia is a 12 and a half point favorite. So obviously, I think Georgia is gonna win and win by more than 12 and a half. So and more on this game tomorrow. Oh, anyway, so then next we have Arkansas at number 13, Auburn. Let's see, and Auburn is a 13 and a half point favorite. And I think Auburn will win, but Arkansas will cover. So, and I know that, let's see, Arkansas lost to Georgia by 27. Auburn lost to Georgia by 21. So that means that Auburn is 6 points better than Arkansas, and 6 is less than 13. So, so I'm going to take Arkansas and the points, but I think Auburn wins. And then next we've got number 2 Alabama at Ole Miss, and Alabama is a 23 and a half point favorite. And I think Alabama will win, obviously, but I think Ole Miss covers, right? I think Ole Miss can keep it within, can score enough points to keep it within 23. So yeah, and then next we have Mississippi State at Kentucky, and Kentucky is a 2-point favorite. So so an interesting matchup here. We take the best passing attack in the SEC in Mississippi State, and the best rushing attack in the SEC in Kentucky. So two totally different styles here. So of course, Kentucky is more it's more it's more 70% run, 30% pass. Meanwhile, Mississippi State is 90% pass, 10% run. So yeah, so Kentucky is a 2-point favorite. So I'm going to take Kentucky and lay the 2. Oh, I think Mississippi State, right? Very disappointing last year. After I took Mississippi State, they were like a 28-point favorite. They were like a 20-something point favorite. They ended up losing, actually. So so I can't take Mississippi State again this week after what we just witnessed. So so I will take Kentucky. Let's see, and then next, that's it for the SEC games. Let's see, so next up, we'll do the Virginia Tech at North Carolina, and North Carolina is a 5.5 point favorite. North Carolina is a 5.5 point favorite, and know that it's number 19 Virginia Tech at number 8 North Carolina. Let's see, so I know North Carolina is getting a lot of hype. So I think am I a buyer in North Carolina? Let's see, so far, yes, I am. I will take North Carolina and lay the 5. And then next we've got number 22 Texas versus Oklahoma. And yes, Oklahoma is unranked. That's right. Yeah, no, it's very strange seeing Oklahoma unranked. After they've been so good the last 5 years. So yeah. So anyway, Oklahoma is unranked against Texas for the first time since 2005, and it is their first 0-2 start in the Big 12 since 1998. So Oklahoma has fallen far. So but somehow Oklahoma is a 2.5 point favorite, and this line seems really backwards. So I'm going to take Texas to win outright. I think Oklahoma has been really disappointing this year. Perhaps the worst. The biggest disappointment in college football so far. So there's no way I'm taking Oklahoma. Let's see. So I'm taking Texas for the win. And then last game, number 7 Miami at number 1 Clemson. Yes, this is the big primetime game. College game day will be there. and Clemson is a 14-point favorite. Of course, last week's top 10 matchup didn't live up to the hype. Hopefully, this one will. So I think Clemson will win. But I think Miami will cover. So yeah, and fun fact, Clemson has not covered against an ACC opponent this year. So so I am picking that trend to continue. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all again next time.